Hi, and welcome to In the Front Row, all things news, reviews, and interviews. My name's Jamie Lee, and joining me today on the show, I have the lovely Phoebe French, who plays Charlotte, a Cobra Kai student on the Netflix hit series Cobra Kai. Welcome, Phoebe.
Hi, thanks.
Hey, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate you being on. That's really awesome. I want to start back to before you auditioned. So, were you a fan of Cobra Kai before? Because you started in season 4, but had you already watched like the past 3 seasons?
Yeah. I didn't actually know about the show while it was on YouTube Red.
Right, yeah.
I first started watching it when it came on Netflix. So season 3, when that first aired, I watched the first 3 seasons super quickly because it's such a
Binge watchy.
great show to so I definitely did that. So I did really like the show before, and I had seen The Karate Kid too.
Yeah. Oh, that's the same with me. I didn't watch it on YouTube Red, but when it came to Netflix, I just like went all out. Yeah, it was so good. So what about your audition process? Like, were they looking for someone with karate and you happened to know karate, or how did that go down?
I actually didn't know karate beforehand. So just
Wow.
the call, the call that they were looking for was like athletic type females. And I didn't fully know that it was going to be like a Cobra Kai student
Okay.
because I didn't, there weren't any female Cobras really besides Tori. So
That's right.
I didn't really know what it was going to entail. So I found out later. And then after coming in and meeting everyone and kind of seeing how it was going, then I kind of, they shared more about what my character was going to be.
Yeah. So they were like, they judged you based off like a photo, or did you have to do like a speaking audition, or what was that like?
Yeah, I just submitted with like my information and my photo and stuff, and the person that kind of knew me a little bit before, so I got to know them through there, but I hadn't worked with anyone in Cobra Kai, so I was super nervous, but they were
Yeah, for
all
sure.
like very nice. And it was a pretty simple process, which is really cool.
Yeah, awesome. They just saw your face and were like, yep, you're the one.
Yeah, I guess so. And then thankfully I've been able to learn a lot of karate like through that. So that was definitely very, very helpful.
Yeah, for sure. So I first saw you, I think it was your first scene anyway, in episode 7. I think it was Minefields. And you guys were like sitting around in a circle, and Kreese and Silver were like placing bets on you guys. You didn't fight in that scene, but let's say that you could have. Who would
Mhm.
you have liked to have gone up against? Like, would you like to have gone up against the boys like Kenny or Robbie, or did you want Peyton or Tori?
I feel that's a great question. I feel like I definitely would want to go against one of the girls, and like under my character name it said Piper's friend. That was kind of like my um intro to the show, I guess. So
Right.
I probably would have want to gone against Tori if I could have, just
Yeah,
because she's the best one, and
she's badass.
yeah, she is. So she and Piper kind of have that little like tense moment there. So I think I probably would have backed my girl Piper and wanted to spar Tori.
Nice, nice. So you say that you were classed as like Piper's friend, so you didn't have the name at Charlotte at that point?
I didn't. Me and Gianna, who plays Lindsay, another student, we got in around the same time. I started actually in the 6th episode, but you can kind of not really see me super well when they're recruiting Piper. And then the other kind of friend of Piper that we had was Gianna. So both of us, that we didn't find out what our names were until before the tournament. And I actually was originally, my name was supposed to be Lindsay and hers was supposed to be Charlotte, but then they decided to switch us for some reason.
Wow, that's random.
Yeah.
Why did they do that? They didn't say?
I don't know. I can't remember if this was something, who said this, but I guess they just thought our look, like I looked more like a
You look
Charlotte,
like a Charlotte.
more like Lindsay for some reason.
Strange. Whatever, it worked. You're a Charlotte, you've got a name.
Yes.
It must feel special having a name, hey? Like you feel like you're really like part of the team.
For sure. And my character's not very like prevalent or anything like that. I don't have any like story arc yet. Exactly. So getting a name was just so awesome, and having that on the gi was like really a great moment.
Yeah, for sure. So I want to talk about who you worked with. Like obviously you worked with Martin Kove and Thomas, But you also worked with Peyton and Tanner. Like, how exciting was that? We saw them on our screens growing up. You know what I mean? Like, they are sort of, not that the big, OGs aren't our idols, but, the younger generation, we really know a lot more of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's so cool because the show really does a great job of having, the classic like Ralph Macchio and Martin and all of them. But then the new generation that they have, and even like Dallas and all of them just coming in here, and it was so cool to be able to work with them. And then, you sit down and talk to them and they're very cool, normal people. And it's like, wait, I watched Peyton, I watched you on Disney Channel growing up, and she's an awesome person to get to know. So it was really just like kind of a surreal moment to have that happen, but everyone was really cool.
Yeah, that's so good. So most of your scenes being a Cobra, would have been with, Peyton and Tanner. But is there someone you would have liked to have done a scene with, like any other cast member that you would have liked to have done that with?
Yeah, I think probably just working with Xolo would have been cool. I didn't really work one-on-one or even in like a group. Just the tournament was the first time that we really kind of got to see him. So
Right.
that would have been really fun to kind of do. And then obviously I'd love to do more with Ralph, but since, I'm a Cobra,
Can't really switch sides.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I did watch like some other interviews with you, and you did say that, you as Phoebe would stay loyal to the Cobras, which is so surprising to me. But anyway,
Really?
Is that true? Yes, totally.
Yeah, I don't know. I think since they're just the most like badass, if I had to, join one of these rivaling competitive dojos, I'd want to join the best. So
Right.
I don't know. I feel like they're the best. And
Right.
I don't have that, aggressive type of personality. Really.
That's my point. Yeah. I was like, oh, she doesn't seem like a strike first girl.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like it'd be fun, and I'd want to stay true to them. So
yeah, fair enough. So let's say, this is just my theory that I've had for a long time, and I'm so big on theories, but let's say that they introduce like a female sensei, right? Like Johnny's now, going to New Mexico or whatever. So if someone were to take over his dojo, or even if Julie Pierce, that everyone keeps talking about coming back, if she were to take over, say, Miyagi-Do, do you think that you would be swayed, to work or to train under a female sensei rather than the boys? Would that be pretty cool? Or
yeah, I definitely think so. I feel like that's kind of a really cool theme of season 4, is how, they're really integrating all of these females and having that be such a change up the All Valley. So I think, especially kind of being Piper's friend, she's very like a feminist, like empowered woman. So I think definitely that gets part of my character a little bit, and wanting to kind of have those like equal level of gender on the team. So I think having a female sensei would definitely be really cool. And I think sure, I would want to go that way.
Yeah, hopefully. Like the representation, as you said, it's just grown. There was Aisha in season 1, and then Tori, and then since then, obviously, a whole bunch of girls have signed on. So yeah, it's really good to see that, I think.
Yeah, me too.
So let's talk about episode 8. I think it was the prom and the party scene. You were in the party scene quite a lot. I saw you in there when Stingray's, neighbor was coming to shut the party down or whatnot.
Oh yeah.
So in that scene, you jumped in the pool.
Yes.
Talk to me about that. It was nighttime. Was it freezing?
It was insanely cold. We filmed the after party, the prom nights, in 2 nights. And we filmed them from probably like 4 p.m. until like not 8 a.m. maybe. So it was a very all overnight shoot. So everyone was very
cold,
tired and cold. And we're in Georgia, but it does get pretty cold, even though it's southern. But I was definitely like anticipating it the entire night. And what's not fair is all the guys got wetsuits under their tuxes.
Right. Yeah.
But my back, I was the only girl to jump in the pool, and my dress had no back. So I could not wear wetsuits. So I was like, you guys don't even know what it's going to be like.
So the pool wasn't heated.
It wasn't heated. It was definitely colder getting out than it was while I was in there. But I remember Peyton is in the pool as well, and Mary. So there those girls as well, but they like got through those takes really quickly. So the takes were like Sam and Miguel are having that conversation in the pool. They did that maybe once or twice, and then because we were all so cold, and Peyton and I had like pool noodles that we were floating on because our dresses were so heavy. They were like weighing us down.
Oh no.
So the stunts people were great, and they were really nice about it, but they definitely tried to speed that process along very quickly.
For sure.
It was freezing. And then when we got out, we got like a bathrobe and slippers, and it was okay.
Oh, so sweet. So with that though, like did it take like one take? Because like obviously when your hair gets wet, like look at mine now, it's like rainy outside and it's like frizzy and yuck. So when you got wet, like you had straight hair at the prom, I'm pretty sure, right? And then
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So
yeah, all of that. Yeah, that was all. Every time was one take. So all of the times, you know, like Tanner and Xolo, like every time they got in the pool, it was just once. So for everyone, including me. So it was definitely like a can't mess up situation.
For sure.
That was kind of stressful too, because you know, if like the jump didn't look right, we didn't really know what we were going to do because we didn't have the time and hours to like go through hair and makeup and wardrobe and everything again. So yeah, it was a one take wonder.
Yeah. And so with that, were they like pretty flexible with how creative you could have been, or were they like, you need to jump in like this, you know, like could you cannonball in or what?
Yeah, they were pretty specific. I think I remember like for us, they had me and two other Cobras, or Xander, he's an Eagle Fang, and then another Cobra, Chris. So they had the three of us, and we were very like specific on kind of, you know, which was going to stand where and kind of what we were going to do, how far we should jump in.
Right.
But they, Stingray, he had a little bit more flexibility because he, you know, he's hilarious, and every take he does is usually different in some way, just because he's likes to improv a little bit. So yeah, that was fun. But we were pretty specific on what to do just in case.
Yeah. And so was that really exciting, you know, getting to dress up and, you know, wear these beautiful dresses and high heels and stuff compared to, you know, doing so much of the like karate gis and things like that and the stunts?
Yeah, definitely. It was so cool just to kind of see like, even in the prom episode, it really did feel like we were at prom. Like we were playing music and, you know, we were like slow dancing and we all were given dates and everything. So it felt pretty real. Yeah. And it was so cool to see everyone dressed up like that. And I think that's like a look, especially, you know, seeing like Tanner and Peyton and Xolo, like they don't really, you know, there hasn't been like a super formal scene for them. So it was cool to see that. And then kind of for the rest of us to just get to wear a nice outfit.
Yeah, nice. So that sounds like, you know, it was your favorite scene which you shot, you know, the pool scene and things like that. But what about the entire show? Like, what do you think was like one moment or one funny moment, whatever, most memorable that you go, oh my God, that was so good?
I think the pool is a good one, but I think during the tournament, when we're all coming out at first, when they're announcing all of the teams, we like they say Cobra Kai, and we're walking out of the like there's like a big arch and a bunch of fog and smoke, and everyone's in the audience, and everyone's cheering, and that was just a really super memorable moment for that. And because when we walked out, there was a bunch of people in the audience, and they actually all, the first time we came out when we were rolling, they all booed. The crowd booed. They were like, booing. The Cobras are coming out. They did not get told to do that, but they were just genuinely like, you know, we're the bad guys. So they booed for us. So they had to be like, okay, we have to redo that, and you guys have to cheer for them like you like them. So that, I always think about that, because we were just, everyone started laughing. Like we were so caught up guard.
Yeah, you would have been so confident coming out like, yeah, a whole bunch of people, and then like, oh.
Yeah, we were like, we're so badass, like we're killing this, like we looked so cute, we all had like our mean faces on, and then everyone was like, boo. So that was really funny.
So at the tournament, obviously we see Carrie Underwood come out, which is so cool that, you know, she was a fan of the show, and they, you know, she tweeted her love for it and they got her on board. I love asking this question because I love cameos. You know what I mean? I just watched Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, all these cameos coming in. So I'm big on that at the moment. Who would you like to see join the show as a guest?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question too. So many people. I feel like Carrie Underwood was really cool because it was such like a surprise. I mean, we knew like a few days before, but just like seeing her there, we were like, Carrie Underwood, this is so like random and cool and like fun to have a singing artist. But I think it'd be really cool to have someone just like a great actor that's not necessarily part of like the Karate Kid universe yet come in.
Yeah.
So just like, I don't know, there's a ton of actors. I love Zendaya and I like Jake Gyllenhaal. I don't know, these are just random names.
I know. You can
but,
pick
like,
anyone. It's your choice.
Yeah, just like a really like
be the big three for a day.
Yeah, to come in and join that is really neat. So that'd be really cool.
Yeah. So you talked about your memorable moments. What do you think was the most funny moment of the show? Because it's a funny show. Like I laughed so much in this.
One of the funniest times was one of my first times on set, and it was the gymnastics scene where Gianni is trying to recruit girls to join Eagle Fang.
Yes, that's my favorite scene. Yes.
So funny.
Which part did you like?
When he and Xolo walk in and they're like, he's like, he says to the another like gymnastics dad, and he's like, oh, like I'm trying to
which
pick one
one's
out.
yours? Yes.
Yeah. And it just that was hilarious. And just watching that, and I don't know, watching that over and over again, it made me laugh every single time. Just that dialogue is so smart. And you love Gianni, but he just doesn't get it sometimes. So.
Absolutely, yeah. It's so funny that you say that, because that was like not that scene specifically, but that whole section of the show was just so funny. I love when Miguel's like kissing his muscles and stuff, and Johnny's saying to the girl like oh, do you like something along the lines of that, like, oh, look at this stud and things like that. And she's like, oh, I'm asexual, and he's like, he's asexual too. Like, oh god, Johnny.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah,
so
that
funny.
Definitely one of the funniest. Yeah, I agree totally.
Yeah, I really like watching that. I like watching the whole thing, but it's such a funny show.
It really is.
Anyway, let's move on to like some other projects that you're working on. I saw on your IMBD that you're in an upcoming movie. I think it is Strangers. Is that right?
Yes. I don't think it has a release date yet. We filmed it last summer, so I'm very excited about it. It was kind of my first like big speaking role that I had in a movie, so I'm very excited for that to come out. Yeah,
that's so good that you have a sorry, what was that?
I'm just really excited for it.
Yeah, for sure. That's so cool that you've got a speaking role in it.
Yeah,
the casting is like, I mean,
insane.
Yeah,
it's cool. There's like, I feel like there's one actor in it at least from like every kind of like teen TV show or like movie like franchise that's coming right now. If you look at their list, it's like all of these really cool, great actors with all of these different cool backgrounds. So it was a really fun summer to film that. We filmed it for maybe like 6 or 8 weeks. It was a while, but it was really fun.
Yeah, it's got Sophie Turner from, well, I know her as like the Dark Phoenix from X-Men, but from Game of Thrones, and then Cassidy from Fear the Walking Dead, The Walking Dead, sorry, she's on, and then Austin Abrams from Euphoria. Yeah. So like, holy moly, this. And even the Riverdale, what's her name? Camila Mendes.
Camila Mendes, yeah, she's in it.
So you're so right about, very, teen drama series actors in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. It'll be exciting.
Thank you. I'm very excited.
Speaking of other movies, is there any other TV series or any other movie franchise that you would like to be a part of? Like, Atlanta has everything. I talk about this, I think, in every interview. It's just like the hub for filming.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, so much Netflix stuff and everything all the time it's really just a great place to be right now, especially, like younger, kind of trying to start that career out. There's so many cool like opportunities here.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It's really fun. One thing, it doesn't film here, but I would love to be in Euphoria. That's like
really
a dream. I mean, I love that show. And
really?
And I think it'd be, I don't know what I would do, but I think it'd be a really cool experience.
You'd definitely be in there. Who's your favorite? Sorry, what was that?
But I can only dream.
Yeah, well, you never know. One day, there's more seasons, so yeah, you never know.
True.
Who do you like in Euphoria? Who's your favorite?
Um, I like Maddie, probably. She's my favorite.
Okay, sweet Maddie or I'm crazy Maddie?
Both.
Because she is crazier, apparently, even though we haven't
She
seen
is.
it.
Yeah. Definitely crazy, but yeah.
Okay, so there was another question I wanted to ask. Obviously you really enjoyed the karate stunts and things like that. Is there anything in the industry that you would like to work on, like makeup or like CGI or anything different that you would like to do?
Yeah, I think just doing more stunt stuff, like being a stunt double is such like an underrated job. They do so much incredible work. So I think just being able to have that skill and learn all of the cool stuff they do and like get on the wires, they lift them up and like do
Yeah.
all the fight choreography. That's always really fun. And I think doing that kind of more behind the scenes type thing would be really cool.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. All right, now I'd like to play a little game with you if that's cool.
Let's do it.
Okay, so your favorite show at the moment?
Sex in the City,
Favorite superhero?
Spider-Man,
Favorite band?
the 1975,
Favorite animal?
Cats.
And the last one, favorite saying?
Yeah, I mean, no mercy.
Okay.
No mercy, for sure.
Yeah, that's a good one. I seem to say like that's badass all the time now, purely because of Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Strike
awesome.
first, strike hard.
Yeah, for sure. That would be your definite your go-to phrase from now on, I'm sure.
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks so much for chatting with me today. Hopefully, well, definitely, I'm sure we'll be seeing you in season 5 of Cobra Kai, but hopefully we'll be hearing, a bit more speaking scenes. That would be good.
Hopefully.
Were you at did you go to the festival or where the panel? Yeah.
Yeah. I got to go and it was a great experience. It was so much fun. And I got to meet so many cool people there and just see everyone that we worked with. So it was really, really awesome.
Oh, that's so good. Did you have fans, coming up like, oh my God, you're in Cobra Kai?
Yeah, it's very strange, but yeah. Just
that's sweet.
Yeah, they were so sweet.
Oh, awesome. All right. Well, as I said, hopefully we will see you very soon. We get a little bit earlier in September, so that's good. And hopefully we'll be hearing from you. And if not, we'll see you in other things, I'm sure, like Strangers.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Thank you so much.
No worries. Thanks, hon.